Well, hello there. Uh, I thought that today we could play some Minecraft. And I really wanted to give Beta Minecraft a try again. The reason I'm saying again is that, well, I did start playing Minecraft when it was in beta. And it's been a lot of years and it's been a lot of time. And, let's just start with punching wood. You know how you get that 2 week Minecraft phase now and then, and you play the game for 2 weeks and you're having a lot of fun, and then you just suddenly stop playing again. And I usually do play with mods nowadays if I play Minecraft, but still. And I don't know, I feel like the more time that goes on and more updates that we get, the game changes a lot, and I just feel like I can't really keep up with it in a way because, I there was a time I was really interested in like what are the new features of the game, what did they add in this update, what did they add in that update. And as time went on, I just kind of stopped checking because, because life and stuff happened. And now I'm like, okay, I don't really know what to expect. And there are a bunch of new things, and I never know when did they get added and what they do, and this and that. And I just was like, I might sound a bit like an old person right now, but back in my day, everything was simpler. So I just kind of wanted to feel it again, what it was like when I was playing beta, when I was, I don't know how many years old. How old I was, I don't know, like 13 or so. But anyway, here we are. This is, if I haven't said yet, this is beta 1.7.3. And also, if you haven't noticed, I for some reason have a difficulty with saying the word beta, beta. I think it's beta. I don't know what it is, man. But anyway, you get what I'm talking about. You get the gist. So we are starting like you would start, usually, I guess. I remember, back then I used to make all the wooden tools and stuff like that. But now let's just skip to skip to stone. And this is the first thing that I'm noticing that, of course you have in the modern versions of the game that you can't run in this version. The running isn't yet implemented, and also the hunger isn't yet implemented. But yeah, so God, I kind of miss this game and miss how, like, I'm kind of getting into it right now, and I'm like feeling that this is, in a way, yes, it has so much less to offer, but also because of that, in a way, it has so much more to offer. It's a weird feeling. But anyway, so first, I remember one of the first playthroughs I ever did of this game. I had a little base, if you can call it that, on the side of a little, not a mountain, but like a mound. Something like we have right now here. And I remember that it was a really bad decision to make a base here, because every time I would want to expand it, I would run into problems where, like, because the mound was different height at different points, then you know, oh, there's clear sky now shining down, and oh, I just went out of the, you know, to the wall, to the world there. But you know, some things you just never learn, and let's just do it again. Why not? So this is gonna be my little hole. I'm just going here to grab my crafting bench. Breaking this with the incorrect tool. I feel like what I need. Okay, yeah. Well, can you? No, you don't. You can't change your FOE yet in this version, so you're stuck with this. I would usually change it a bit, but like, yeah, that's okay, I guess. I'll get used to it. Also, the bobbing is a bit. I feel like I like this more. I'm just gonna give it a try, and let's just see, right? Just compare. So we have our crafting bench here. I'll just make a stone pickaxe. I might as well. You know, back in the day, I said that I used to make all the wooden tools. But then I would also, of course, make all the stone tools, and let's just do that. Why not? I would usually make them, stack them this way in my inventory, because in my mind, this was basically, in a way, now that I'm realizing it's not really the correct way, but like, for me, this was like the best 1, 2, 3, 4 hotkey combination, because, you know, I thought that this was like in the order of most frequently used, but if you think about it in a way, pickaxe is the most frequently used tool. But you know, there's a sword here, I'm guessing, because you know, easy access is just one. Then pickaxe, then shovel because for dirt, and axe for the last one because you don't chop trees as frequently as anything else. Anyway, let's just get the coal here that we have here real quick. This is the first bit of coal we're getting. And yeah, the couple of things like, you know, this game or this version yet doesn't have the new ore textures, which I'm guessing actually is a new-ish addition to the game, which I like. I did think about playing an even older version where we have like those cobblestone textures, which is kind of like dark and more pixelated in a way. I just like it for some reason. I don't know. It gives a vibe to me. It has a vibe, and you know, I think that was in beta 1.6 point something last time, because I feel like they actually changed it in this particular version. I might be wrong about that because I'm not a Minecraft historian. This is the first time me playing beta after the beta days, probably. But yeah, I kind of think I might like try to find a texture pack with that kind of stone and stuff, and add it here. I don't know. I just heard that 1.7.3 was like one of the best beta versions because, well, it was kind of the last version because before the whole adventure update or 1.0 release started, because like after this, I think 1.8 came out, and 1.8 is basically starting to be the adventure update, which has hunger, which has stuff like that, and it just changed how the game plays. And also, this version, to my knowledge, should have a different world generation. We should make some torches, because I'm pretty sure that, you know, I barely can see anything, and whoever's watching it will probably be able to see nothing at all. So let's just make some torches. one thing I can say is that I already kind of missed the whole crafting, like spreading stuff and stuff like that in the newer versions. But yeah, I would usually put my torches. I don't actually remember. I think it was like either the 9th or the 8th bar. But somewhere there. Because I would have like food on 8 and torches on 9. That's how I would usually do it. But yeah. I know some of those decisions you just never question. It's just like what you came up with. Hey, this is taking shape. Let's make it this a bit more deeper. And don't get me started on the music, man. This is so good. This is so nostalgic. I feel like you barely hear old music in newer Minecraft. Do you even hear it? I don't know. Oh my god, and that sound is so good. And we got a little hut going here, a little inside the cave kind of, inside the mountain kind of base. Now, one thing I did a lot is that every time I would build something like that, I would just mark it with a torch here, just for entrance. Oh, and oh my god, go away, go away, go away, go away. And the old explosion sound, and thank you for exploding my whole base. Also, what I wanted to say before I got a bit violently interrupted by Mr. Creeper here is that one more difference is that you can't just kind of spam attack, and you know that will require some getting used to, because I'm too used to now not being able to attack as quickly as I want. But yeah, this is a little abode. I mean, 1, 2, 3. Let's make this one more deep this way, because symmetry. I hate asymmetric bases in a way. But let's see. I mean, one thing is that I don't actually remember if we have Nether and Ender Dragon and stuff. I think that all of that came with the Adventure update, which is 1.0. But what I was gonna say is that, you know, think about like what's the goal of this game, right? You know, nowadays, I mean, it does have a start and an end, right? But I feel like in the beta days, it's like you just do what you want. That's it. And we can go mining, we can go building some stuff. We can do this, we can do that. Whatever we want. Actually, yeah, let's just... Spiders are coming. Anyway, let's just start doing the whole mine down thing. I usually just like in the corner of the base will start digging down. It's nighttime. Everybody does this when it's nighttime, right? Let's just make a furnace too, just so we have it. Let's get some more torches. And might as well make a chest. To say what we don't need. So, for example, we don't need this, or this. And yeah, let's grab some more wood and make a new pickaxe, because we will need that real soon. slowly but surely start going down as you do. Spooky noises. One thing I wanted to mention is that I do understand why, in a way, the newish caves update is good, where the caves are like different, and also the whole thing where you go lower than Y level 0. I just kind of don't like it. I don't know. I liked it more when it was simple, and this is a lot more simple. You go down to level 0, and that's basically bedrock, and that's it. Yeah. I don't know. In a way, it might make the world feel smaller, but also, I don't know. For me, it is a bit more fun that way. And also, I kind of just dislike the whole, now we have like million versions of stones, like granite and deep slate and this and that. Which I get it. I know the uses of it, which are, I think, mainly decorational. And I get that this is a building game and you want to decorate stuff and make stuff a bit different. But again, I'm afraid I'm gonna sound like an older person right now, but like, I just liked it when like it was before. It just didn't. I'm not that big of a builder. Like, I never built anything that was beautiful in this game, and I don't know. For me, it was just messing up my inventory space, which was already limited. So just going down and seeing stone and cobblestone, I just like it a lot. Same goes with wood, but I mean, there's a bit of a difference there because I feel like different woods do actually have different uses. But yeah, well, I've never actually used birch planks and stuff like that, and I kind of like it when all the wood is the same wood. Let me craft one more pickaxe. Wow. Let's craft 2, why not? Hello, sheep. It is kind of refreshing not to have to think about hunger. That is, if you don't get hit. Because, I mean, the main way to heal is to eat food. And what's bad about food is that it doesn't stack in this version. Oh, this is the old gravel texture. I like it. Brings memories in from the past. I don't know if the texture of flint changed, but I mean, something about this texture looks really nostalgic or familiar. I just don't know if it has changed or not. And we got our first piece of iron here, which is really good. And man, I really like the older textures of the ores, and I get the whole fortune thing, and in a way it's better that way. But ores, dropping ores blocks like the old times, it feels great. Even though I do realize that in a way, if you think about it, the newer chunk system makes a lot more sense logically, because I mean, this is basically a ore embedded into stone, right? And when you break it, you would think that in a way you break the ore out of the stone, so that's how you get the chunks of that ore. And in the older versions, it's not like it's not done that way, and also there are things that don't go by that rule. For example, coal, which just drops as coal, lapis, redstone. We also found our first piece of gold, but we can't mine it yet because we don't have an iron pick. And we're actually at the bedrock level already. But be that as it may, I do still prefer this. And I guess nowadays, when you want to find diamonds, I feel like I've seen most people just explore caves and find the diamonds that way. But in older versions, you would just go down to... I don't exactly remember what was the best Y level for diamonds. I want to say it was Y level 8. And you just would start strip mining, and I would start doing that if I nearly got lost. And don't get me started on how many times I've actually gotten lost that way when playing the game. Gonna make a little opening here to mark that, hey, we need to go down there to mine gold. But yeah, I remember I didn't even know what F3 was when I first played this. But okay, so we're on Y level 10, 9, and let's go down to 8. And I'm just gonna start doing a little bit of strip mining. And for those who don't know, and what, I don't know why you would not, but like strip mining is just mining in strips like this, just going there, and then you will skip 1 and 2 and 3 and then mine again. And that was basically the way you found diamonds the best, I feel like. Because when I try to think about when I was playing Minecraft back when I was a kid, or a teen, I feel like most of the times I would find diamonds would be from strip mining like this. And it would be really rare to find them in a cave. We found our first piece of redstone, which we can't mine because of our pickaxe. We can even mine diamonds if we find it, but like at least let's find it, and then we can craft an iron one with the iron we got. And then we can... I do hear a skeleton. I feel like we're close to a cave somewhere. We are getting a lot of coal, which is cool. But it does really seem like we're close to a cave. Man, this is a very big coal vein. And some more iron. And some more redstone. That's great. Now the bad thing is that I don't actually even remember that the correct level for diamonds were level 8. But I will look it up for the next time. and my pickaxe broke. You know what? Let's go up. Damn, I can't run. Let's go up and let's see if it. I feel like it should be the daytime already, and if it is daytime, I wanna build something that I used to build always when I was playing. And I don't know if many people. I feel like it was a thing that people did, but also I'm kind of not sure. But I'm just gonna show you. I do hear monsters, so it's probably nighttime. No, it is daytime. Okay, let me quickly start smelting this down, and then let me quickly make a pickaxe. Might as well. We will need it. So what I would do is that I would find a place somewhere like here, which is kind of in the open, and I would just start building up. Well, let's just do it here because we might want the sand there. So basically what I'm building right now, if you don't understand, is I'm building a big high, like a pillar, which in a way is like a beacon nowadays. And I used to build this because I would really frequently get lost. I wouldn't be able to find my base. I wouldn't be able to find anything, and you know, going down on a mining expedition, getting lost, and getting my way back some other, you know, way, or going out to explore and, you know, not being able to find your way back. Even though I just didn't use F3 for some reason. I don't know, maybe I just didn't know about it, but like, I remember I just didn't used to jot down the coordinates of my base. So this was the way I usually would be like, yeah, so this is how we find it. And we reached the building height, which is 128 in this version. So I built this to wide because I need to get back down. Should we place a torch here? Why not? Let's place a torch here. But yeah, let's get down. So this is how I basically navigated my world. I would have a bunch of pillars like this built for the locations I needed to mark, and I would then try to be like, hey, do I see it from the distance? Which, mind you, was not easy because I used to usually play on a very old machine with very underpowered, and I wasn't able to put my render distance too far. So this is still what I did a lot. And it's already nighttime. I mine through the whole day. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Do you drop anything in this version? I think you drop feathers. Yeah. There's no rodent flesh. Hello, chicken. Bye, chicken. Oh my god, that sound. Anyway, so that's built. And one more thing. I don't know if this is like a placebo effect, but like, I feel like this game used to get dark. Like I can barely see anything outside. Excuse me for my yawning. I am a bit sleepy. I can barely see anything there, which I find really cool. And because even though like this game isn't really a horror game or anything like that, and it isn't really meant to be scary, I feel like it does have a lot of scary elements in it. Because I remember I've been frightened a lot of times in this game. One of the first times I was playing, I just didn't know the whole thing, the mechanic about how, it's one thing that the monsters appear during the night outside, but like I just didn't know about the fact that the monsters would spawn in a man-made cave or a little hole if it was too dark. So one time I even made a bed and I put it in my room, which I made, and I just went to sleep, and the room was all pitch dark because I didn't have any torches. So I woke up because in the middle of the night because a skeleton woke me up, which was in my room right next to me, and I feel like it killed me, but like before it killed me, it nearly gave me a heart attack in real life. I remember how scared I was even now, and it was really scary. And then I went out and crafted as many torches as I could, and then I basically filled the whole wall, every single wall, every single block of the walls with torches. That was a thing that happened. But yeah. Anyway, I feel like, we haven't really done much, but whatever. This is a slow gameplay, man. No need to rush, no need to do anything. Mind the bed, got our first bit of iron. Acquiring hardware. Oh. There's no achievements yet. But anyway. Yeah. We built our little beacon pillar thing. Which is cool. Let's continue some other time. Well, till then.